Hi, it's Mr. Baumgarten back with another exciting and revolutionary video for you on using Pygame with Python. We've got this 1942 game in progress that we're slowly building. Still no shooting or crashes happening yet, but we do have the sprites added from the previous video, and we can move around with our keyboard. What had occurred to me is we haven't done a video on how to integrate mouse movement into your game yet. So perhaps you don't want the player to use the keyboard, or you want to be able to give them the option of moving the mouse to move their plane so that they can move around and avoid the enemies more quickly. So let's add mouse movement to this game, shall we? So go back into full screen presentation mode so you can see the text more clearly. So we have all of our event handlers happening here. We have event type of quit, we have event type key down, we have event type key up. So as you can probably guess, we're going to be adding a new event type for the mouse. All right, event type is mouse motion. That's what we're going to be looking for. And this is really easy to use because when the mouse moves, there is an event dot pos, which is short for position, and that gives us a tuple with X and Y coordinates in it of where the mouse pointer happens to be every time the mouse moves. Dead easy. So all I want to do is I have a player X and a player Y variable that indicate where I want my player to be. You can see here in the code that it changes on the basis of this delta X, delta Y. So delta just means change of. So how much I want my X to change every frame, how much I want my Y to change every frame. And those are currently set here by the keyboard. My left, right, up, down arrows, when I'm setting them to a value, and then I'm zeroing them when I let go of the keys. So I can actually ignore the deltas because if I'm not using the keys, then they're just going to be set to 0. And I can just create my new player, assign player X, player Y to be what this POS returns. And that should actually be it. So if I exit presentation mode and hit play, as I move about the screen, there's my plane following my mouse pointer nice and easily. All right, that was incredibly easy. How do I register with clicks? Okay, now at the moment, obviously I don't have shooting happening in my game yet, but instead of this wanting to use the spacebar, what if I want to use mouse clicks? Because other games, the mouse click will also come in very handy. So let's take a quick look at adding some kind of mouse click event. All right, so if I've got event type mouse motion, I can also add event type, and as soon as I hit the double equals and start typing, all right, we see we've got mouse button down, mouse button up. So that's when you release your mouse button down is when you actually do the click. So that's what I want. And again, this just gives us an event pos to tell us the X and Y coordinates of where we clicked. So let's say I we want to build towards creating bullets. So bullet X, bullet Y is equal to, right, that X and Y value. I'll just initialize them up here. And for now, actually, let's just print this out just to show that it works. That's all we're interested in. I'm not going to fill up the video by making a bullet shooting system. So new bullet at position bullet X, bullet Y, save. All right, so now my console should show me down here every time I click what the coordinates are. There you go. You can see that as I move around, I'm getting new coordinates down here every time I have clicked. So that's a very simple way to integrate mouse clicks, and now from there I can start building up an array of bullets and have them flying around the screen. So adding mouse motion, adding mouse clicks, piece of cake. All you need to know is event type what the event type equals, and that you have event.pos that has the X and Y coordinates inside it, and then you can do with it whatever your app requires. This has been Mr. Baumgarten. Thanks for watching.